Good morning, everyone. We have a quick little video for you today. We're going to bring you along. As you can see, Charlie's daughter's little Honda CR-V has a flat tire, and I am constantly using this little guy. This is not the most exhilarating video in the world, but I wanted to review this because it just plain and simple works. I've been using this little high volume air pump for about 3 years now, and I wanted to get the information out there because the thing just rocks. It's dirt cheap. Throw it in the back of your play toy and you have portable air that actually moves some volume. As to be expected, the Harbor Freight bag is trash, but it just plain and simple gets the job done. Keep your air hose right up here, and then the actual pump just lives, pardon the shoddy camera work, doing this one-handed, just lives in the back. This thing has been beaten around in the back of my Jeep on various job sites, let's say, at our large storage facility. I've aired up huge rear tractor tires with this. This is supposed to be the high volume. I think it goes up to 150 PSI. Not exactly sure. But we're going to pump up this little tire, bring you along, and I will drop a link in the video description down below. We just simply put the screw-on inflator tube on the valve stem. This honestly is some of the most annoying part of it because it's a screw-on, not a clamp-on, but I understand why. Once you have that screwed on, you want to start the engine because this thing does draw some amps, and you don't want to zap your battery and be stranded somewhere after you just fixed your tire. With the engine running, you hook up your positive and negative. Of course, there's a little switch right here on the back. The trick with these 12-volt inflators is you have to have it running before you hook it up to a tire that has air in it. If you don't, you will blow a fuse in this thing and then it won't work. So we're going to go ahead, turn this thing on, and then attach our little quick connect, and then we will pump up the tire. We attached the quick connect, couldn't do that one-handed. We're going to flip on the little pump. Since the tire is already flat, we don't have any danger of overloading the pump and blowing the fuse. It's as simple as that. We will go around and check our PSI as it goes up, and it won't take very long. I would say we're 50% inflated just in the time it took me to walk around the vehicle. Granted, this is a ridiculously small tire. This thing just always plain and simple works. I was going to install a onboard air compressor on the Jeep, and I would never even consider it now because this thing just works so well. One thing I also try to be leery of, you're kind of wrenching around on your valve stem, so you want to be careful of that. I may speed this clip up a little bit, but this is actual time. We are at 1 minute and 8 seconds so far. They say not to use this as an actual PSI gauge, but it works pretty well. Went ahead and put 45 PSI in it. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe a little less. This goes up as you pump because it's putting in more pressure. So I would say we are at 35 PSI. So now we can limp this thing to the tire store. We just unhook our battery leads and put it in the obligatory sack that is kind of garbage. This thing just plain and simple works, guys. 12 volt, 150 PSI, high volume. They have a low volume one. I wouldn't waste your time. This thing just works and works well. We are all packed up in the terrible little bag that it comes in. Just a great beater air pump, guys. Throw it in the back of your truck. You will never regret it, especially if you got farm equipment. Tires are constantly going flat. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.